Hello, congratulations on the purchase of your Jayco. My name is Russ. I'm going to do an orientation video with you today. Along with this email are a couple video links to some maintenance videos. I do encourage you to watch those as well. We'll get started with your orientation right here in the front. So you do have electric tongue jack, up and down with this button, and then this one is for your light. Now if this were to fail for any reason, you can take this cap off right here. There's a tool in your front compartment. You can manually crank this up or down. You do have two 30-pound propane tanks. This is your regulator right here, so it is pointing towards the tank that you're using. So if that tank goes empty, just give that a turn, open your valve. Now you use this tank while you fill this one. Batteries there. You can have another battery added if you wanted to. You do have your front lights here. Your front lights are controlled with a switch inside your compartment. So right inside here, that turns those on or off. You have your spare tire, crank it down from here. And then your bed, I'll show you on the back one how to bring that down. Water heater is here. So your water heater is gas or electric. You do have a metal tank and an anode rod. So with the metal tank, instead of your tank corroding, this anode rod will corrode. So over time, probably 2 or 3 years, you'll have to replace this because it's going to get all eaten away. This is your plug, so when you're ready to use this, put that in there, tighten it up, turn your water on, start filling your water heater. Make sure your water heater is full before you turn it on, please. If you turn the electric on, it takes about 2 or 3 seconds for your to burn up part of your water heater. So make sure it's filled before you turn it on. You can do that by pulling this relief valve. If water comes out of here, you know it's full. You can also turn on the hot side at any sink. As long as you get a solid stream of water coming out, you know it's full. And the thing that burns up on here is the element. So once it's full, flip the switch right here. You can see it very well. And then inside the camper, you have a switch that says electric and one that says gas. But you do need to have this switch on and the switch inside that says electric for your electric to work. It's kind of a fail-safe. That way you have to have both switches on so you don't burn that element up so quick. If you accidentally turn that on, it's not going to hurt it. If you need to empty your water heater, just take this out. It will empty right from here. It's electronic ignite, so you don't have to light any pilot lights or anything. Just make sure it's full and turn it on. You do have stabilizer jacks on all 4 corners. They're used just for stabilizing, not for leveling. So get the camper nice and level first, and then put those stabilizers down. You are wired for side view cameras if you wanted those. You have an outdoor shower that is hot and cold with a shower wand. This is where you're going to fill your freshwater tank. So if you're rustic camping, fill that up and you'll turn your water pump on. Then you have water pressure from the water pump drawing from that freshwater tank. And then down below that, this is your city water connection. So if you're full hookup camping, you'll hook a garden hose to here and you'll have water pressure from that garden hose going throughout your camper. Right there, that's how you're going to empty your freshwater tank. And then these low point drains, that's the lowest point in your water system. So if you want to empty the water out of your lines inside, just open those valves and it will drain the water out. And this is your furnace vent. It does get very hot. Try not to block that. Right here is your refrigerator vent. Nothing you really have to do with that. A black tank flush. I'll go over that in just a minute. And then you have your inputs for cable or satellite. So your wastewater is down here. You have a black and a gray tank. Black is your toilet, gray is your dirty sink and shower. But they have a black handle and a gray handle, so it's easy to determine which one's which. So just hook your wastewater hose up here, pull that black handle first, let that toilet empty out. Once that's empty, pull that gray handle. That dirty sink and shower water is going to help wash the black out of your hose, help clean that hose out. Once they're both empty, close this gray, leave that black open. That's when you're going to use your black tank flush. So hook a hose up to your black tank flush, turn the water on. It's like an upside down sprinkler system and your black tank's going to flush it out. So it's going to help clean your tank out. Let that run for a few minutes, then unhook your hose, close your black valve, put your cap back on, you're all done. You can store your wastewater hose right in here. And then your power cord is going to go here. You do have a 30 amp service, 30 amp power cord. It's about 25 feet long. When you're hooked up at the parks, I do highly recommend to use a 30 amp surge guard. There are a lot of surges that go throughout the parks. That's going to help protect your camper. License plate will go there. You are pre-wired for an observation or backup camera. And then you have your back bed here. To bring your beds down, just pull on the handles on both sides and then pull the bed down. There we go. You do have this material here. You can bring this down all around it. It doesn't flex very much when it's cold out. But that's all you have to do on those beds is just open it up like that, and the rest is done from inside. You have a switch here. This is for your lights down here. You have blue light down there. Your stairs just fold up and then slide in. It's easier to do with two hands. There we go. So that's how they'll ride. Back out. Just like that. You have a latch right here to hold your door. So it's going to go right into here. Hold your door open so the wind doesn't slam it shut on you. Outdoor speakers, electric awning. And then you have your stove vent here. Just pop these tabs up. Make sure this flap is open. So when you turn the fan on above your stove, it's going to vent outside. If you're not using that vent, snap that closed to keep those bugs out. You do have plugs out here. This is an output, so you can have a TV outside. And then your grill will rest right on here on this rail. And you'll plug in the propane line right to there. That's your Quick Connect propane. Goes right to your tanks in the front. And then your storage over here. And your door is held up with magnets, very strong magnets. So that's a nice feature to have. And I believe that is everything on the outside. So we will head inside next. All right, so inside your camper, you have this pole. If I can see it here. So that's gonna connect right down here. It's easier with two hands, that's for sure. But you're gonna connect this end. I'll show you here. It's gonna go right between those two screws. So I'm gonna pause this for a second and hook it up. All right, I have it hooked up now. So now all I have to do is give it a push. So push that out, and then this is gonna go right up here into this hole, leaving one of these out. You have two of the metal pieces there. They work together. Make sure one of them stays out, so it's just like that. And then your mattress, unfold it and lay it down just like that, and now you have a bed. So the front one works exactly the same way. And then you can unzip it. You do have push button lights here. Push right in the center. USB charging port. Spot for a 12-volt fan or light. And you also have a plug right down there. Underneath this back bunk, you have your carbon monoxide LP detector. Any vents you see like this, those are for your furnace. Breakers and fuses. You can hear a fan running right now. That fan will shut on and off as it needs to keep this cooled off. Storage in there. And then right behind me is your control panel. So up here you have your battery, fresh, black, and gray. It shows 2 grays. That's optional. You do not have 2 gray tanks. You have 1. So this gray 2 will always read empty, but gray 1 is the one that is going to light up as it fills. And so your black, your fresh, and your battery will light up as it charges. Right here you have your water heater for electric. So make sure the switch is on outside on the water heater. And then this one will be on also for electric to work. And then you have your gas. It lights automatically, so just go ahead and turn that gas on outside. Alright, sorry about that, my phone was ringing. So with the gas, just make sure your propane's turned on outside and just flip the switch. It lights up automatically. You have your lights here for your living room. Now all these lights in here are on one switch, all the ceiling lights. You can turn them off individually, so they are all push button. If you don't want all those lights on, you don't have to have them on. And then your awning lights, and then your water pump. So if you use that freshwater tank, just turn that water pump on. And then for your awning, extend and retract, so just hold the button down till your awning's all the way out. Hold it down until it's all the way in. So that's your control panel. You have a fire extinguisher by the door. Your keys are on your sink. That's where they'll be when you pick up. You have a standard turntable microwave. Right here's that fan, so make sure the vents open outside, and then your light. Extra counter space right here, otherwise flip this up. You have a backsplash. Just put it on the flame here, and then turn that on until it ignites. We don't have your propane on, but just turn it, you see it sparking. This has arrows on it, only to the right. Left, you'll break it. Your oven works the same way, except you have to hold this button in while you're turning your igniter until your pilot light lights up. Once it lights up, you can let go of that button and then put it on whatever temperature you need. You have a switch here. If you push it up, turns these lights on. If you push it down, has these lights and your oven light. Be sure to put this down before you travel. This will break in transit. You have your bed here. Looks like you have a cover for it in here. This does flip into a bed. Just lift up on the front, jackknife bed, and it will turn into a bed for you. As you see, your table is down right now, so it's in the bed mode. So you're just going to use your cushions. Use that cushion, fill in your void. Otherwise, you have the legs down there, so you can put the table in the upright position. Thermostat is on the wall here, so this top button is going to turn it on. And then down here is your temperature control. So here it click, and now it's off. Once you turn your furnace on, it has to complete a complete cycle before it will shut back down. So that's going to run for a couple more minutes, and then it'll turn off. Your refrigerator, this is a 12-volt refrigerator. So this will run as you're going down the road off your battery. But your battery will be charging from your vehicle, so you're not going to lose any battery power. TV will go here. Right there you have your antenna and cable. So let me see if I can turn this. So antenna, cable. So if you want local channels, make sure it's on that antenna. Stereo, this is Bluetooth, indoor and outdoor speakers. So there's your Bluetooth right there. So zone 1 and 2, you have zone 1 and 2 down here. So just push it, turns 1 on and off. This turns 2 on and off. So 2 is outside, 1 is inside. And then this is the mute button. Otherwise, if you hold it down, is your power button. Alright, so USB charging port there. Let's see, the bathroom. So inside the bathroom door, you have your light, and then this is for your fan. So you have a fan up here. You do need to crank this open right here. Make sure you close this before you travel, or that lid will be gone when you get to where you're going. Foot pedal flush. Halfway down brings water in, all the way down will flush it. You have a GFI plug there. Good storage. Alright, so I think that is everything. All your manuals are in this blue bag in here. Alright, so, your air conditioner. We got to get to your air conditioner. That's important. So you have, this gray is your fan, red is the air conditioner, so just turn it on. Temperature control here. You can open this up right here or close it. If you open it, it dumps it down. You close it, you'll have more pressure through the ends, because you can flip each end and the sides, so you can push the air wherever you need it. Filter in here, take out, clean, or use if you need to. You do have a fan up here as well. This one you're going to crank up from right here. And then you have your fan, 4 fan speeds on here, or you can have it off. So again, make sure you close this. Now this one, you can actually lock it by pushing it up, and now you can't turn that handle. Pull it back down, now you can. All right, so if you have any questions after you're done watching this video, just let me know, or let us know. We'll be happy to answer any questions. Hopefully I covered everything. I do want to thank you for purchasing at TerryTown. We do appreciate your business, and congratulations.